Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Apprentice here, and welcome back to another juicy episode of WWE News and Rumors. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of, juicy news and rumors to talk about today, so I'm not going to chit-chat too much at the beginning of this episode, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek, so if you guys are looking for tickets for anything in the world, use code Hodge on SeatGeek and save yourselves 20 freaking bucks. So the first news story, the first thing I will be talking about today is about this, this is not directly WWE related, but it's something I thought we would talk about. This is about an indie show. So there's this indie show that was advertised to happen, literally only 2 hours away from me. So I was considering going to it because you look at the card and the thing is completely stacked up with ex-WWE people and everyone's almost too good to be true. How could they afford to have this many wrestlers? Was this for charity? So does that mean the wrestlers have to wrestle for free? I don't know. But basically, this looked amazing. And then you go to the replies, and Tony Khan, the owner of AEW, responds to this, because there's some AEW people saying there, and then he points out, Joey Ryan's actually advertised for this. If you don't know, Joey Ryan's been blackballed from ever pretty much being a wrestler again because, things came out that he assaulted someone or something like that, allegedly or whatever. And I don't want to get into that, that's not the discussion here. But basically, Tony Khan said, if Joey's there, then my people won't be there. And then all the other wrestlers noticed that Joey was also booked. And they were like, if he's there, we're not there. And then people kept digging deeper. And then they figured out Joey Ryan actually owns the wrestling company that's putting on this show. He owns the company. He's working with some charity. And then the owner of the charity apparently was being investigated by the FBI for embezzling charity money or whatever. So basically he's stealing money and putting it in his own pocket. So this thing is just a giant mess, and basically every wrestler who's been booked for this has already pulled out from the thing. If they haven't already pulled out, they better pull out before the internet goes wild on them and be like, why are you supporting him and staying on the show or whatever. So yeah, this has just turned into a big cluster mess. Basically Joey Ryan owns this company, and they try to put it on an indie show with booked up to the max, and it was all for charity or whatever, and apparently the charity's not even legit. Or nothing's legit. So I just wanted to share this as kind of a public information thing. If you guys live in the Knoxville area or somewhere outside of Knoxville like I do and we're considering going to the show, don't go to the show, because more than likely this show is going to be canceled anyway, because no one's going to show up to the thing as wrestlers they were booked or whatever. So yeah, just don't buy tickets. If you bought tickets, just file a claim with your bank or something, or try to cancel it somehow. Okay, the next news story. The next news story is about Mr. Hall of Pain Commissioner, if you will, Mark Henry. So Mark Henry has not had an official WWE match in the past 3 years. So, everyone always asks wrestlers who haven't wrestled in a while, hey, when's the next time you're actually going to step in the ring, maybe do a little wrestling? Well, Mark Henry actually answered this on his podcast, and he said, within the actual next 6 months, I will have at least one more match. And I don't know if this would be his very last match or whatever. Now, here's the question, because there's been wrestlers who WWE, or let's say a wrestler that wanted to wrestle for WWE, but WWE just didn't have anything for them or didn't want to use them or whatever. This man's name I'm talking about is none other than the Big Show. So Big Show, obviously there was financial reasons, other contract reasons, but that was one of them. They have more things for him to do. So Big Show actually went to AEW. Big Show's in AEW for those that don't know. So it brings up the question about Mark Henry. Will WWE let him have one more match, or does he want more than one match? If he does, he should probably look towards, I don't want to point the finger at AEW, because everyone wants to do that. Be like, hey, go to AEW, he's going to AEW. It's there's other options out there. Maybe he'll get to another promotion, but AEW's kind of running the second spot right now, so if he wants some eyeballs on him, and at the same time to make the same amount of money he would in WWE, AEW is probably the best other option. So there you guys have it. Those are actually the only confirmed news stories I have for this episode. But don't you dare go anywhere, guys, because things are about to get good around here. Things are in fact about to get a little juicy. So I would go ahead and suggest for you guys to go ahead and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be about none other than Mr. Shinsuke Nakamura. So Shinsuke Nakamura, he has Instagram. A lot of people have Instagram, I guess it's kind of popular kind of thing. Anyway, a lot of wrestlers are on social media. They talk to their fans or whatever like that. So basically, this is about some fan. Some fan made an actual comment on one of Nakamura's posts on Instagram and said, man, you look really happy. You look like a happy dude. And then Nakamura actually responds to this fan. It's like, who said I was happy? You didn't hear me say I'm happy, so how would you know if I'm happy? So he's like, I never said I'm happy, so of course that starts up rumors of like, Shinsuke Nakamura is unhappy with the WWE, which then leads into, you guys know where I'm going with this. You guys know exactly where I'm going with this. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to AEW. You just know that's where people go with something like this. Okay, let's try to scale back to reality. So we're back to reality. Shinsuke Nakamura, all he said is, I did not say I was happy. He did not say he's unhappy in WWE. He did not say he's going to AEW or anything like that. But, you know, there's rumors going around. Shinsuke Nakamura maybe not the happiest in the world. Maybe when he signed with WWE, he thought he was going to be a bigger star than he actually ended up being on the main roster. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I don't know about his contract because I haven't researched his contract. I don't know how long's left on it, but I would imagine he probably has a little bit left on his contract with the WWE, so he's not going anywhere, guys. All right, the next rumor is about Asuka. So Asuka, if you guys haven't been keeping up with it, I guess it was last week on Monday Night Raw, Asuka got her freaking teeth knocked out by Shayna Baszler. Now, this was an accident. This was a legit accident. I guess Shayna was trying to kick her like Asuka's shoulder while Asuka was laying down, and then Asuka moved and ended up hitting Asuka in the face, and her teeth got knocked out, and obviously there's always that concern about a concussion and all that. So here we are a week later. They did not mention on Monday Night Raw, they did not mention Asuka's condition or like any injury she may have. So we're going on rumors right now. The rumor currently is Asuka is actually going to have to be out for a few more weeks. Hopefully they got her teeth back in. Hopefully that worked and they didn't, like, her teeth didn't break or so. I don't know the process. I do not know the process. I'm not Britt Baker. But anyway, Asuka is apparently going to be out for a few more weeks, and apparently the reason she's going to be out for a few more weeks is she does, in fact, have a concussion. The next rumor is actually about a tag team who used to be signed to the WWE. Their names are actually Enzo and Cass. Maybe you've heard of them. But Enzo and Cass have actually returned to the wrestling business. I guess, most of us should know. Enzo actually stepped away from wrestling. He was like a rapper for a little while. I don't know if he's still doing rap music or not. But anyway, Enzo did that, and then Cass had some personal issues he needed to work out. But Cass is back. He's looking like $1 million. Enzo has joined him. So Enzo and Cass are back as a tag team in the independent world of wrestling, which brings up the question, would it be possible for Enzo and Cass ever to return to the WWE? Well, the question is yes. Apparently, backstage, they still have like a lot of supporters as in like the producers and the higher ups of WWE. So it's definitely possible they may be back sometime soon, but they're not really hiring too many people with like the pandemic going on. So after all of this, maybe, just maybe, we will see Enzo and Cass back in the WWE. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next rumor. The next rumor is actually about a man of the name of Cesaro. So Cesaro has been seeing like a lot of more attention on TV. He's been really getting like a push and of sorts. He's been getting a lot more like airtime and to be like given segments to be like, hey, let's focus on this guy because this guy is incredible. So the question remains, what is WWE's plan for Cesaro? Well, I don't know what he's doing up to WrestleMania or whatever, but as for after WrestleMania, apparently they're pushing Cesaro very heavily. Apparently they're pushing him all the way up to the main event finally. Like, we wanted this back in, when did we want this? Like 2016, everyone was like pushing for Cesaro to be in the main event, and then Vince McMahon is like,
Cesaro, that guy can't cut a promo. He's not good on the mic. We're not gonna push that guy. Let's push Roman Reigns! Yeah, let's push Roman Reigns.
So yeah, that's what Vince was like 5 years ago on Cesaro or whatever, but apparently his opinion has changed now. Now as for this, it kind of brings up a question. If Cesaro's facing Roman Reigns and like the main, this doesn't say main event, it just says Cesaro and Reigns are feuding after Mania. So it could just be like a kind of not for the title if Edge beats Reigns for the title. Or maybe this brings up kind of the question in my mind when I hear this at least, that Reigns is actually retaining the title at Mania and it's going to be Cesaro and Reigns for the title. That's what I hear in my mind, but maybe that's not what's actually happening. I have no idea though. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the saddest part of the WWE News and Rumors show. Go ahead and get your tissues out and get your tissues ready, because ladies and gentlemen, this is the saddest part. of this entire video. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fun news story, the fun rumor, the fun thing I will be talking about inside of this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This is about WrestleMania 37. Go ahead and put the WrestleMania logo up. WrestleMania 37 and the matches. So what is penciled in for WrestleMania? I have you guys covered here with the current WrestleMania match card. So there's only 2 matches confirmed so far, and those are the 2 Rumble winners matches. So the first one, obviously, we have Bianca Belair, the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble winner, taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. So, anyway, what is the other match? Well, the other match is, of course, Edge versus Roman Reigns, because Edge won the Rumble. He's choosing Roman Reigns as his opponent, the current Universal Champion. So that the question remains, there's going to be more than 2 matches for WrestleMania, because this is a 2-night spectacular or whatever. And they said, like, last year, the 2-night thing was for 1 year only, but I guess they lied about that. Anyway, what else is penciled in on the plans right now for WrestleMania 37? Well, apparently there's only 2 other matches planned right now. Now, they're still coming up with something for the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley or whoever's going to be the champion, they're still coming up with something for that. They have nothing for that right now penciled in. But for the other 2 matches they have penciled in, the first one is going to be Bad Bunny's match. Bad Bunny will be having a match. He's going to be teaming with Damian Priest to actually take on the team of Miz and Morrison. That's currently penciled in to be an actual match at WrestleMania. I don't know how, like, what night or whatever. We don't know that yet. But the actual only other penciled in match for WrestleMania 37 right now is actually going to be for the Raw Women's Championship. So the current champion, hopefully she'll be cleared by then, or there's something seriously wrong. I really hope she's okay. But anyway, it's going to be Asuka, the current WWE Raw Women's Champion, taking on her opponent, her challenger, is actually going to be Charlotte Flair. So that's it. There's only 4 matches so far penciled in for Mania. They're still coming up with ideas, but that's what we have so far that's, been leaked or revealed or whatever. So hopefully they start coming up with some good matches here soon. I'm excited for WrestleMania. Still no tickets on sale. I'm trying to go. I already have my hotel booked, so hopefully WrestleMania tickets will go on sale. If I hear anything on WrestleMania tickets, I will let you guys know. But as of right now, there's not even like a peep or a squeak or a whisper anywhere. So there you guys have it. That's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Right now on the screen, I'm going to leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. But thank you guys for watching this video. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.